mysticoraclemary, and welcome to my live. Good morning, wherever you're at. And now I'm going to open up with a mantra, okay? Esitoma 𝐖ᵇʟᴄᴏᴍᴇ Dhammasoma jyotigamaya Rityamanritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. I hope you all are doing well this early in the morning. It's about 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm doing this live. And cheers, everyone. Having coffee this morning. All right, halfway through it. I'm going to wait until people get their notifications before we start so I don't have to keep on repeating myself, if you know what I mean. People are going to watch this on the playback. There'll be timestamps down below in the description box and comment area so you can go right to your reading, okay? Usually it takes about a couple minutes before people get their notification. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hello there, David. Hi there, MR Radix. Good morning. Don't forget to hit the like button. Everybody got your coffee? Especially if you're in the morning. Cheers. Hopefully you all don't have to work this early in the morning. But if so, it's so awesome so I can have coffee and do some readings for you guys and gals. So in this live, there will be 10 oracle readings and one bonus reading for any kind of leader. We'll look into how you can make decisions and set your intentions for your money, career, and your own personal evolution and romantic life, so that way it makes steady progress moving forward, okay? We'll start out with females, then males, singles, couples, employed people, unemployed people, self-employed people, college people, and then end out with retired people, and then reading at the end, okay? Giving you guys and gals a heads up. So stick around towards the end, especially if you're a leader in your own life or any kind of leader, okay, at that. So viewers, let's get started without further ado. 2 shuffles. Females, will do your reading first, okay? So good morning. For females, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? First card out is Infusing Intent. I'm going to clarify this about your money, okay? Females, clarify infusing intent with 1 card. The Rebel. So in order to make steady progress here, females, in your money, as you move forward, you're needing to focus on what your intentions are with your money, and make sure that you do that so that way you're not burning yourself out, stressing about how you want to use your money, invest in your money, and do things in balance here, because I feel as though once you do leave things, you leave the past and how you dealt with your money, you remove a blockage where abundance can start pouring in. And you relieve that burden in regards to getting stressed out about your money. Okay, females? Plus, it'll help you be able to carve out new paths in your life, females, in regards to your money. If you have issues with your money from now until whenever you watch this, here's an affirmation that can help you, females. I magnify my soul power. Okay? But I feel like once you do that, then you're going to be more comfortable here in your money. You won't be rich, but at least you'll live in comfort and less stressed out, okay? So, in your career, you got Treasure Within. Clarify Treasure Within with 1 card. Got Loss. In regards to your career, when you deal with any loss in your career, this is getting you to transform the way you see things. So in order for you to make steady progress, females, in your career, you need to spend time and space with yourself, really tuning into what your true values are in regards to your career, because what you is transforming is your perception in your career. If you see it as a loss, it's in order for you to grieve this loss, but letting it go so you can make progress moving forward, okay? Because a major phase in your life is ending, but there's going to be a new um, beginning here in your career that you need to embrace, okay? So you can see it as this example. Lesson learned, experience gained, that wisdom. Now you can move forward to a new beginning. Because if you allow yourself to be stuck in this loss, you're not going to see that there's a huge, brighter new beginning for you in your career, okay? This is what's going to get you to be rock steady and moving forward, okay, in your career, whether it's a loss or a perception of a loss, okay? So heads up with that. Now in your evolution, you got Sacred Alchemy, females. Let's clarify this. Clarify Sacred Alchemy with one card. Transform and rise. So in order to make steady progress in your evolution, females, you're needing to really understand how to harmonize yourself and focusing on your intent here. Your intent is to grow and thrive, not to survive. Okay? So part of that is learning how to transform within inside you and rise and keep on moving forward, even if it's one step at a time, okay? Because your journey is a transformation, unlocking your vast potential and guiding your evolution to new heights, okay, females? So don't give up on yourself, even if you're transforming and healing that perception, okay? Because no one can ever be perfect. We're not more or less than each other. It's just you're making strides now to create that harmony within inside you and that movement outside of you, okay? Even if it's spending some time and space doing some self-care regimens and being consistent about it and investing in you and your spiritual process of meditation, okay? And it doesn't matter what your belief system is, all right? Now, in your romantic life, you got wild creation. Yippee! So, clarify this wild creation with one card. Make an effort. All right, so females, in order for steady progress in your romantic life, you're needing just to ask yourself, are you wanting to be open to surprises, whether you are single or couple, okay? Because this is helping you make progress moving forward to making a decision and keep on making those practical steps, being open to surprises. Because it's when you're open, you're happy, you're joyful, you're going with the flow of things, okay? So this is what's going to make you be rock steady moving forward one step at a time, whether you're single or couple, and making the effort. Because great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take, okay? Also being open to being playful, okay? Because whoever's coming in, singles, this is a person that's going to make you smile, where you're going to want to get to know them one step at a time. And for you females that are in a couple situation, this is having a new start with inside you, so that way there's playfulness in your romantic life with your partner, and you guys undergo a new beginning where you're spending time with each other and having that new start, okay? All right, females, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Now I'm going to move on to males, okay? For those in the chat trying to have a conversation with me, I'm very focused on what I do until I'm done with the reading, okay? If you like to have your own private reading, that link is down in the description box, okay? Other than that, please enjoy your journey, okay? Let's do one shuffle. Now for males, you guys' reading is up, okay? So for males, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, their career, their evolution, and their romantic life whenever they watch this? First card out is Heartfelt Palpitation. So let's see, males. Want them victories for you, okay? Clarify heartfelt palpitation. windfall. Da, da, da. All right, so in order to make steady progress in your money mails, okay, patience, gratitude for what you have right now, because it's going to come in its own time and its perfect place. You're just needing to take stock of your finances, identify what needs to change, okay, in order to have that windfall of money. So now is a perfect time to treat yourself or make a big purchase if you're able to. But your finances will go through a positive cycle if you allow yourself to be patient and take stock of those finances, okay? And identify whatever needs to be changed, okay? Also, making a gratitude list of everything that you're thankful for in regards to your money, and that also the comforts that you have, all your eyeballs, your limbs, the things that make you comfortable, okay? Now, that's in order for you to make steady progress in your money. Now your career, you got rise above. Let's see what this is. Clarify rise above with one card. Gaia, yippee! All right, so when it comes down to making steady progress in your career mails, this is what you can do. When you get discombobulated in regards to your career, you're needing to spend time and space doing a grounding meditation or taking a break and breathe out, okay? Because I feel as though this is what's going to help you have the clarity that you need to realize that you did enough and be proud of that, okay? Because it's when you do that, it's allowing you to unlock more of your full potential, okay? But I also getting you to trust that the universe, God, whatever you believe in, males, has a plan for you here in your career. You may need to spend some more time going out in Mother Nature and that in order to heal your mind and regroup in regards to your career as well. This is what's going to get you to be grounded and stable here in your career, but also going with the flow of things, okay, males? So that's what you can do to make steady progress in your career. Now let's look into your evolution. You got divine protection. Yippee! All right. Clarify divine protection with one card. Growth potential. So, how do you make steady progress in your own evolution, males? Is, well, allow yourself to be guided by your spirit guides, higher self, your source, the divine, whatever you believe in your belief system, because when you do, you're allowed to embrace more change and go to your utmost fullest potential here, okay, and your evolution. Plus, you'll have breakthroughs and resilience through any changes in your life, okay? Plus, you're divinely protected, right, when you do this, because you're allowing yourself to be open to your own spiritual source, okay? And your belief system, like God and whatnot, okay? Everybody's different, so I'm cool with that. Whatever spiritual path you pick, okay, males? Now let's look into your romantic life. You got True North. Clarify True North with one card. Woo! Honeymoon. All right. So, males, in order to make steady progress in your romantic life, you just need to align with your decisions because your source, whatever you believe in your belief system, is trying to guide you here to let go of the past, to trust your intuition in regards to your romantic life, whether you're single or couple males. Because when you do, this really gets you to be in the flow of your own bliss with this person, whether it be a love interest or your romantic partner, okay, males? Because you need to see this at the bottom deck. Yes, they are your soulmate. Yippee! Okay. For you male singles, it gets you to really understand too if you want to fully commit and how you want to do it towards your love interest, or just having a good time, enjoying life even by yourself. Because everybody has free will and they can choose whatever they want. But this is getting steady progress in your romantic life, whether you want that love interest or want to be in that couple situation. Either way, I feel like with you couples, there's no breakup, okay, males? I feel like you're strengthening your bond with your partner. And that's finally trusting yourself to listen to your intuition, okay? So, males, that's your reading. Really hope it helps. Hit the like button, subscribe. You're always welcome, okay? Now we're going to move forward to singles, okay? Shuffles, and then we'll start your reading, okay, singles? All right, so for singles, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? First card out, Seeing the Beauty. Yippee! This is about your money first, okay? Singles, clarify Seeing Beauty with one card. Business. So in order to make steady progress moving forward, singles, in regards to your money, you're just needing to visualize some kind of plan for yourself in regards to how you want to invest your money, okay? So this is a good time to raise more of your awareness about your money and think bigger if you want different outcomes, okay, in regards to your money. So you're going to have to learn how to teach yourself this, okay? Because whatever you learn out of this, you'll be able to inspire others and unlock more potential inside you, okay? So look at your finances and career and see what you can do to invest in your own development, whether it's new technology, your creative ideas, okay? And always write down your creative ideas, singles, because they're not stupid, in a journal, okay? Now moving on, that's what's going to give you steady progress in your money, okay, singles? Now in your career, you got universal design. Clarify universal design with one card. Designer. All right, so in regards to making steady progress in your career, singles, you're just needing to focus on your spiritual process of meditation to ground yourself and nurture yourself in regards to your creative ideas. So you're not stuck up in your head wondering if you should do it or not, okay, here in your career. because your source and whatever belief system you have, singles, is trying to collaborate with you so that way you make your dreams into reality here in your career. Okay. And I'm talking to people about wanting to design something, bringing an idea to life in their career. No matter what genre career that you have, it's getting channeled in, okay, singles? So think creatively about your finances. It might be time to uncover a new talent too in your career. So you may be called to embrace your individuality and express yourself here in your career as well. So you're being put on notice in a good way in your career, so that way you divulge your talent so you can see more come your way financially and in your career, okay? Whether you're self-employed or employed, okay? Singles. Just giving you a heads up too. Just make sure your finances are in order so that way you don't have unexpected setbacks, okay? That's another thing you need to know, okay? In order to make steady progress in your career. Now let's move into your evolution. You got pathway beyond. So let's clarify this. Clarify pathway beyond with one card. Answers unfold. So in your how you can make steady progress in your evolution, singles, is you being open to new things. Because when you are, you're willing to learn from the experience of the evolution, embracing more equality and pursuing more justice and fairness here in your life, okay? So that's what you can do to make steady progress, okay, in your evolution. Now let's look into your romantic life. You got power to attract. Yippee! Clarify power to attract with one card. Very soon. So singles, in order to have more here in your romantic life, in order to make steady progress in it, I get you just keep on moving with the flow of things, okay? Going with the flow of what's going on in your romantic life, because you're making strides here of deciding what you want here in your romantic life. So there's no need to be rushing that, okay? You got to be stable and secure and wanting to know what you want, okay? This is what's going to help you be open with your heart and give and receive in the highest energy, okay? That is what it's leading to. Okay? So that's how you make steady progress in your romantic life, okay, singles? All right. So that's your reading, singles. Please hit the like button and subscribe on that. You're always welcome. And please enjoy your journey, okay? Big hugs. Now I'm going to move on to couples, okay? Good morning, everyone, by the way. Two shuffles, and then we'll get started. All right. So for couples, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? First card out is Rising Above. Clarify Rising Above with one card. growth. Yippee! So to make steady progress, couples, in your money, as you move forward, you're needing to spend time and space to do your power of meditation, so that way you get through anything murky here in your monies and have that clarity, because this is what's going to cause more growth here in your money. So expect a good flow of money coming your way, and even a new job offer for some of you couples, okay? Part of this growth is unlearning, since rules are changing and evolving here in regards to your money. If you ever get a sign, if there was a delay in your growth of money, couples, it's because you need to make progress of healing yourself in regards to money, because it'll be worth the effort. So that way you see what the solution is to heal your money, okay? So I feel as though this new action is going to be a new way of you doing this, so that way there won't be any more procrastination about it. There'll be a new way of doing things, okay? So that's how you make steady progress in your money, couples. Now in your career, you got divine protection. Yippee! That's always a good sign, right? Clarify divine protection with one card. Perfectionism. Perfection, really. All right, so to make steady progress in your career, couples, I get you just need to trust that you're being led and guided by your spirit guides, or whatever your source is, because they really have your back here, because you're getting they're trying to get your attention in regards to growing out of perfectionism in your career, okay? Because once you give up perfectionism here in your career, it's going to cause those delays in your finances to be not delayed anymore, okay? Also, you need to remind yourself in your career, you won't move forward if you don't conquer the fear of failure, because it's okay if you don't know everything, okay? No human being knows everything, all right? So big, we all had to grow through it, even me, okay? So now it's necessary to let that fear fall off, okay? Because you have what it takes to improve your career and your finances, and you're good enough, okay, couples? And you're needing to know that. It'll be a slow progress, but you'll get there in regards to your goals, to your career, once you grow through this perfectionism, okay? You'll gain a lot of wisdom, like me and everybody else did. So, like everybody else is trying to cheer you on, okay? To hit it to that next phase in your career. Even your spirit guides, your angels, whatever you believe in, okay? Now your evolution. You got power to attract. Okay, couples? Clarify power to attract with one card. Getting advice. So in order to make steady progress in your evolution, okay, couples, you just need to go with the flow of things. If you feel like you need to get advice in order to have breakthroughs in your life, it's okay to ask friends, family and be open to others by what they offer you in regards to advice moving forward. You're also welcome anytime on my channel. You not need to get advice. I do couple readings and all different other kind of readings. So whether you identify as a zodiac sign or not, okay? But this is what's going to help you have breakthroughs in your life so that way you don't feel like you're lost, you're stuck, that kind of stuff, okay? Just know whatever you choose will be correct and you will find your way, okay? There's always been proof of that. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer and sometimes it goes pretty quick, you know? So be patient on what you want to choose in order to have those breakthroughs and that advice, okay, from others. Now, in your romantic life, couples, you got illuminated vision. Yippee! Not bad. Clarified illuminated vision with one card. Very soon. So, in order to make steady progress, couples, in your romantic life, you're being asked to be patient to make a decision here. Because whatever you choose will be correct in order to come to your utmost, fullest potential in your romantic life with your partner. Because once you decide to give this relationship a chance, that's more progress here in your romantic life. I really don't see you really choosing to not be with your partner, couples. I see you doing the work necessary to release any kind of burdens from the past. That way, there's more growth between you and your partner and to your fullest potential. Okay? So, couples, that's your reading. Really hope it helps. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please enjoy, and you're always welcome. Okay? Now I got to move forward to employed people. Okay? Good morning, everybody. Quick coffee break, right? Cheers, everyone. Clink. One shuffle. All right. For employed people, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? Real connection is the first card out. And this is about your money, okay? So clarify real connection with one card. Offering. Right, to make steady progress in your money, employed people, you're needing to connect with your soul tribe or the group that you're friends with and stuff. If I'm part of your soul tribe, yippee! So we're connecting right now. So in order to improve more of your money, you're needing to grow out of an old ideology in regards to your money about things having to be perfect, okay? You're not here to suffer and grow about your money, okay? But just learning the basic practical steps, okay, of growing out of perfectionism with your money and learning how to set your intentions by looking into doing a money altar. It's very simple. You can even do a dream board is what it's called, another way of calling it too, where you set up if you do a money altar or a dream board or collaborating with both, putting it both together, both those elements, You're able to set your intentions of what it is you want to save for your money, who can support you through those times where you're trying to make sure that you're growing and expanding your money. So, with your dream board, what you dream to have. Are you wanting to save up for a car, vacation, uh, simple things in life? Um, what is it? A house? You put that on your altar or your dream board, okay? And then what's great is that you can put like a gold and green candle. Okay, you don't need to do any spell works or anything if you don't want to, and it's not part of your belief system. If it is, be careful with that and you're not getting scammed, because I did research on it just to see what it was all about. Some people are literally spending 50 to hundreds of dollars on these little kits and stuff to do these money altars. You don't need to do that. It's ridiculous. This altar and the dream board is doing is getting you to focus your intentions on growing your money for the very things that you want, that will improve your life, okay, and expand your life. And you can always put your intent for your money in a journal so you can see the progress you're making towards your wish fulfillment in regards to what you want to invest and save your money on, okay? And if you get discombobulated through your journey, you can always refocus by reading or doing your looking into your board that you made or your money altar. It makes it that easy so that way you don't have to be all scattered in regards to your money. Okay? So that will help you make steady progress in your money, okay, employed people? Now in your career, you got Beacon of Truth. Okay? Clarify Beacon of Truth with one card. Unexpected. All right, so to make steady progress in your money, employed people, you just need to pause in your journey every once in a while in regards to your career to really trust your inner guidance here. Because whatever you choose will be correct in regards to your career, okay? Employed people, because you're getting a heads up. There might get ready for unexpected financial setbacks here. Because what got channeled in, hours are going to be different for you unemployed people, okay? But with this heads up, this is getting you to grow your money and also looking into a better job. And you'll get that better job offer. It'll be a new job here, but you're just being guided here to trust yourself and your inner guidance to your career, because some people are different in regards to whether or not they want to jump ship with their career, okay? But here's another heads up. You're delaying your growth. The progress of healing is worth the effort here in regards to your career. Just trust yourself. That's how what you need to heal is really understanding your own inner guidance is number one, okay, for your career. So heads up with that. Now in your evolution, employed people, you got healing lack. Yippee! That's always good, right? So good morning. Clarify healing lack with one card. Winds of Fortune. Not bad. All right, so in order to make steady progress in your own evolution, you're needing to heal this lack that's going on with inside you. That lack is like you're not having enough, you don't do enough, and you are enough, okay? You're healing that by saying, if you need an affirmation, by saying, I have all I need, and that you are good enough, okay? This is what's going to make you very adaptable to any challenges in life, okay? And act with that clarity, right? That's how you can have steady progress moving forward in your evolution, no matter what happens to you in life, okay, employed people? Now let's look into your romance, your romantic life. Clear passage. Yippee! Clarify clear passage with one card. Honeymoon. So to make steady progress in your romantic life, employed people that are single and couple, we'll do couples first. You're just needing to make decisions in how it is you want to be closer to your romantic partner, like going on some kind of mini vacation. But as you do that, going slow so that way you're enjoying the holiday together, the vacation, the time together, okay? Whether you're on a vacation or not, okay? Now, for you singles, you're just needing to pick one person you want to date, okay, employed people, because whatever you choose will be correct. You guys will definitely have a good time with each other, but it'll be one step at a time, not going fast. And it'll really get you to really understand whether or not you want to be open with them, too. All right? So that's how you make steady progress in your romantic life, employed people. That's your reading. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and you're always welcome, okay? Now I'm going to move on to unemployed people next. And then after that, self-employed people. Then after that, college people, and then retired people, okay? We'll do a bonus reading at the end, so if you want to, you can stick around for that too. Good morning, by the way. 2 shuffles. All right. So for unemployed people, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? First card out, healing lack. Clarify healing lack with one card. The rebel, yippee! Love when the rebel comes out, especially with money, because who wants to get stressed out about money, right? So unemployed people, in order to make steady progress in your money, you're needing to let go and heal yourself of not having enough, not being enough, and not doing enough, okay? Your affirmation in regards to healing that money ideology is I have all I need. This is what gets you to break the chains of the past ideology about money. Because once you relieve that and heal that stress and clear it, that's when you're able to make slow progress to more money to come in, okay? And also get you to stop putting things off for later, because the time to act is now, and you'll get that once you heal lack, because you'll be out of a mental prison about that, okay? Unemployed people, that's your way to make steady progress forward in your money. Now in your career, you got clear passage. Clarify clear passage with one card. Life purpose. Nice. All right. For unemployed people, how do you make steady progress in your career? Is you're just needing to ask yourself what kind of choices here that sing to your soul of what you want to do here in your career, because whatever you choose will be correct, okay? And aim more towards what your life purpose is. How do you do that? You start doing your power of spiritual process of meditation, okay? Ask yourself, if your soul can guide you in what it is by showing you signs and symbols, and you don't realize whatever you do creatively is what it is that is aiming you towards your life purpose. So if you love doing art, teaching, drawing, that kind of stuff, look into more of doing that either as a teacher, some kind of therapist, or using that as a power of healing others, okay? Because right now you're being led to discover your unique spiritual journey along with your career, okay? Unemployed people. So you may want to look into what is meant for you. It will stay as long as you keep pushing forward on what you're focusing in regards to your life purpose. For some of you may want to look into a spiritual advisor, a healer, a tarot reader, or anything within that occult, okay? You'll just know if it's you because it will sing to your soul, okay? Sing to your soul. Yippee! Now, in regards to your evolution, you got evolving process. Clarify evolving process with one card. Codependency. Oh, I don't know why I picked that, but there's for a reason. Clarify evolving process with one card. Vortex of change. I know why. All right, so how do you make steady progress in your evolution, unemployed people? Embracing your uncertainty, especially in connections around you or addictions that are going on in, whether it's codependency or other addictions. Because you're needing to go with the flow of transformative change in order to mold anew here within inside you. That way you see it outside of you. Because whatever it is that's it's like you're breaking the chains of the past, unemployed people. Those addictions that are affecting you and even in your love life. Yeah, I saw it. Especially when you go outside of the home a lot. So you're needing to make steady progress to go with this change that's going on. Just so you know, You will find all the pieces you need as you go along, okay? To see the bigger picture of why you need to embrace uncertainty as your evolution. You'll see the bigger picture as you move forward and go with this change, breaking free from all that crap. Because you'll see things clearer, okay? In your whole life, why it all happened up until this point, to make you a strong, wise leader, males and females that are unemployed, okay? Without all that crap. We all had to do it. Now it's your turn. So guess what? You got my support to do it and many other people before you, okay? And after you. Now let's look into your romantic life. You got shining wisdom. Clarify shining wisdom with one card. Letting go of control issues. So make steady progress in your romantic life, single and couple, unemployed people is learn what you need to learn now. By learning new things about how to strengthen yourself first. You come first before your romantic life, because when you're not good, unemployed people, no one's good, right? So you need to learn how to nurture yourself so that way you're able to better improve your romantic life in such a different way. The nurturing earth energy is always great. And then the water energy of going with the flow of stuff, okay? Because this will support you to manifest your goals in your romantic life and to let go of any kind of control issues or anybody who's being controlling towards you, singles and couple, unemployed people. It allows you to take back control of your life too, right? So that's how you make steady progress in your romantic life, single and couple, unemployed people. Say that 10 times. Big hugs. So that's your reading, unemployed people. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and you're always welcome, okay? Big hugs. Please enjoy your journey now. Now let's move on to self-employed people, then college people, then retired people, and then a bonus reading after that. Yippee! Oh yeah, cheers by the way. Good morning, clink. Three shuffles. All right, for self-employed people, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? Real connection. Clarify real connection with one card. Perfection. So in order to make steady progress in your money, self-employed people, you're needing to make a real connection here in regards to how you handle your money and the ideology behind that. Because since you're part of my spirit tribe, okay, self-employed people, big hugs, by the way. We all have our quirkiness and differences. I don't care. I'm here to help you, all right? So self-employed people, you need to grow out of the ideology of perfectionism, okay? because you won't move forward if you don't conquer the fears of failure. Okay. And once you give up your perfectionism, any delays in your finances are going to go back into reverse, meaning things will flow better, okay, in your finances. So if you're needing a green light to be a rebel without a cause, to break the chains of the ideology in regards to your money, this is the time now. So that way, you're carving your path more and not stressing out so much about money, but making a plan, a financial plan that's good for you. Okay. Everybody's going to be different. I mean, I'm different. I made sure before, what was it, a week ago, to come up with a financial plan that I'm investing in myself, my home, my career, the technology, and stuff like that. So that way I move in balance when I'm spending and saving, okay? So there's some wisdom there to grow you out of perfectionism. Everything has its perfect time and place. It's just you got to be patient when to initiate it, okay? And when to sit back and really understand that even gratitude, can help you grow out of that ideology of it has to be perfect in my money. It has to be perfect in a certain kind of way. When it really isn't. All it is, your mind, your old ideology needs to be kicked in the ass. It's okay. I had to kick mine in the ass too. And I was like, woohoo, screw that conditioning, you know? So once you do that, man, are you going to like catapult really awesome in regards to your money, okay? And that's how you make steady progress in your money. Now in your career, beacon of truth. Yippee! Clarify beacon of truth with one card. Take action. All right, so self-employed people, in order to make steady progress in your career, you're just needing to choose what's right for you. That means trusting your inner guidance here, because you're being asked to take action towards putting out there more of your services, okay? Whatever you do, self-employed people. Even looking into creating a passive income that's putting more out of your putting more out there of your talents, okay? Even if it might be different from the other services that you provide. Because I feel whatever your question is in regards to your career, this is telling you to go for it, okay? Also to remind you to stop procrastinating and taking that next step to move forward, just do it. Because nothing is going to change, self-employed people, if you don't take action. Don't let the opportunity pass you by, okay? There's your green light. Yippee! If you're getting all like giddy and happy, that's great, you're ready. But if you're not and you're still like second guessing yourself, use your power of meditation to calm the mind, body, and spirit. Okay? That's how you really start the first step of tuning into your inner guidance, okay? Now, let's move on to your evolution. So making steady progress of your evolution, you got to aspire higher. Let's clarify aspire higher with one card. Unity blossoms. What you got channeled in, putting the puzzle pieces together for yourself, your evolution. So you're just needing to create movement here in regards to expanding more out of your situation so you see the bigger picture. Part of that is fostering more harmony within inside yourself and connecting and aligning to your spiritual source. That way it nurtures more harmony within inside you, and you making the right connections here in the community supports your growth too, and vice versa, you supporting your community as well. Okay. Because once you do, a lot of your wish fulfillment is going to be granted. You needed to know that too. That way it doesn't like there's so many obstacles in front of you, but you get the clearer picture. Okay, self-employed people, that's how you make steady progress in your evolution, okay? Now your romantic life, bum, bum, bum. You got rising above. Yippee, not bad. Clarify rising above with one card. Give your relationship a chance. Work on that partnership. All right. I get singles and couple self-employed people. Singles first. You need to spend that more of that time and space with yourself, because you know you have a lack of clarity here in your romantic life. So use the power of meditation in your belief system, or whatever that is, okay? And your self-care regimen. Because when you're not good, you're not going to see anything clearly. And you're going to get discombobulated and scattered, stressed out to the max, okay? Because once you start nurturing yourself from within, doing that spiritual process of meditation and your self-care regimen and being consistent about it, it helps you give your romantic life more of a chance. Okay? Especially if there's any love interest that you're been guided to wanting to, well, it's because of your desires, right? For you single self-employed people, it's giving yourself more of that desire of having harmony first. Okay? And you guys were dealing with the love interest, goofballs. It's allowing you to remain open to your love interest. For you couples, it's literally when you're going through separateness, whether it's a long distance relationship or not, it's literally still being open to nurturing it without having that fog of confusion and doubt and fears come to the surface, you know? At least with your spiritual power of meditation, it clears it all out. You know, that cloud and all of a sudden, or that fog machine, and someone comes in and just blows that shit out. Yep, that's what meditation does. Blows it all out, you know? And then you feel more grounded, feeling more of that practicality again. Okay? So you're needing to know this so that way you have a new cycle here to make that steady progress here in your romantic life, self-employed people, okay? So that's your reading. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and please enjoy your journey. You're always welcome, okay? Self-employed people. Hi there, Rena. Glad you can join me. And anybody else who's watching, good morning. Hopefully you had your coffee. I've been sipping on it slow, because I just love the taste of coffee And tea too. Can't forget that one, right? But I got my water, my coffee, just in case. 2 shuffles. Now we're going to move on to college people, okay? Then retired people, and then the bonus reading, okay? So stick around for that, and also after the bonus reading, I'll be doing updates on my channel and anything else, okay? All right, so for college people, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? Heartfelt palpitation. Let's see what this is about, college people. Clarify heartfelt palpitation with 1 card. Spirituality. All right, college people. What I got channeled in automatically, you guys and gals that are going to college are dealing with anxiety about money. Everybody and their mama is. So this is why we do these readings, so that way you're not feeling your life being strangled before you, you know, and that anxiety, all right? So this is how to make steady progress in your money. You're needing to be patient with yourself, having gratitude for all the things that you do have in your life, all your eyeballs, your limbs, okay? The technology, the things that make you comfortable, but also using your spiritual power of meditation. I also get, right now you're being led to rediscover your unique spiritual journey. Okay, so that way you're growing out of perfectionism in regards to your money, all right? Then more can flow in because you're getting an upgrade of going from survival mode to thriving mode, okay? So that's how you make steady progress in your money, college people. Now in your career, or college, you got steady effort, okay? Clarify steady effort here with 1 card. Got planner. So you're guided here to make steady progress in taking it 1 step at a time here in your college, especially if you do side jobs too to accumulate more money. Because when you do one thing at a time, doing a little at a time for each area of your life, you're not feeling overwhelmed, but you're growing also again through perfectionism in all areas of your life. Plus, it gives you time to plan or take stock more of your finances and identify what needs to change here, not only in your money, but if you have a side job or even with college, so you're not feeling overwhelmed. Because it's critical to make a plan so that each day counts, okay? So that's how you make steady progress in your career, your college, and your finances, okay? All 3 above. Now in your evolution, college people, you got purified desires. So clarify purified desires with 1 card. Spiritual retreat. So in order to make steady progress in your evolution, college people, I got you're just needing to be open and welcoming new possibilities and opportunities here in your life. Because there's a new opportunity to grow through things, and part of it is that perfectionism, okay? We all had to do it, even me. See, I'm guilty. Guilty as charged, but guess what? I'm on the other side where the grass is greener, okay, college people, and you don't have to be caught up in that perfectionism, which is survival mode. You can come in where it's thriving some more than that. Okay. So part of thriving is being able to be focused, move in balance. Okay. And if you get triggered, if you get imbalanced, that's your time to take a break. Okay. Because part of your evolution is having that solitude time so that way you're reconnected to more of your wisdom and feeling rejuvenated in your energy, okay? And that's how to make steady progress in your evolution in life, okay? College people. Now, in your romantic life, you got a vantage point. Clarify a vantage point with one card. Very soon. I got to show you this new love. All right. So, college people, singles and couples. Singles first. In order to make steady progress in your romantic life, you're just needing to invest in your clarity, your spiritual process of meditation and self-care, being consistent about it. And then you'll have that new perspective here in your romantic life, singles and couples in general. But you can clearly decide what you want to do here in your romantic life. And that's what's going to create a new cycle for you couples and singles with your love interests or wanting to date. For you couples is nurturing your couple relationship to the next level, whatever that is, even if it's just a brand new of stirring your guys' romantic feelings about each other, okay? But I feel that's what you need to know in order to make steady progress, okay? College people. All right? So that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Hey, college people, you're always welcome. I do different kind of readings, okay? Whether you're a zodiac sign or not, all right? So I'll see you later. Enjoy your journey. Now let's move on to retired people. Yippee! It's the morning, right? Do you know where your coffee is? You're like, yeah, somewhere downstairs, because you're probably still in bed on your phone watching me, or you're actually having your cup of coffee. Yippee for you. Two, I love being silly in a dorky way, I guess. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, let's go into retired people. Do their reading. So for retired people, what direction should they go to make steady progress in their money, career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? First card out, Illuminated Vision. Yippee! Clarify Illuminated Vision with one card. Take action. So retired people, in order to make steady progress in your money, take action in order to invest in your full potential here, in your dreams, okay? Whatever those are. Because whatever your question is, retired people, in regards to your money, this is telling you to go for it, okay? Don't let this opportunity pass you by, because you're still going to be in comfort, okay? You may not be wealthy, but you will live comfortably, okay? So there's your sign. That's how you make steady progress in your money, okay, retired people. Now in your retired, if you're still retired, semi-retired, can't be retired if you're semi-retired, right? but wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Some people that are retired still have a side job. But this is going for people whether they're still in retired or even have a side job, okay? You got seeing the beauty. So clarify seeing the beauty with one card. Unfulfilled. This is especially for retired people that have a side job. Just want to go out in the community and bring in a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? So I'll do your message first. People that are retired that has a little side job. In order to make steady progress in your career or your side job, you're just needing to really understand what your plan here is. Because I feel like you've been feeling unfulfilled in what you're doing and working at. Okay? Because if you're unhappy with your income or your retirement or your plans with your this side job, but afraid to make changes, this is your sign now to detach from what no longer serves you here. Because you're here to enjoy the journey, not to suffer to grow. Okay? You're here to enjoy your retirement. Don't bust your own balls. So it's getting channeled in. Don't bust yourself to the point where you're just like in the hospital and you're like so stressed out, okay, while you're in retirement mode or with a side job, okay? Because this is really getting you to make sure your goals are aligned with your desires, not others, okay? Retired people. So that's how you make steady progress here in your career and retirement, okay? Now, universal design is what you got here in your evolution. Clarify universal design with one card. Gates of opportunity. Nice. So, you're being guided to connect more with your spiritual source, retired people, whatever that belief system is. God, the divine, the universe, you get what I mean? Your God or your goddess. Because when you collaborate with your spirit source, you can actually chase your dreams. Okay? This is part of your evolution, so that way you open up those new opportunities here. Not only with your evolution, but inside you, but in life. That way you have more hope. Okay? And you don't feel like all stressed out and in a dark place. Okay? That's how you make steady progress in your life, but I also get your evolution too. Retired people. Now, in your romantic life, I got pathway beyond for you. Clarify pathway beyond with one card. Very soon. Very simple. Retired people, single and couples in your romantic life. In order to make steady progress in that, you just need to ask yourself if you're open to doing new things, okay, in your romantic life. And I see that you're going to be making that decision of wanting to make some kind of effort here in your romantic life, single and couple retired people. And that's what's going to catapult you towards taking care of yourself more, having more respect for yourself so your love interest or your romantic partner can see you in a new light. And that way you're healing any kind of blockages too. in your romantic life, but in life in general. And that's how you make steady progress in your romantic life, okay, retired people? That's your reading. Really hope it helps. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. Hey, retired people, please enjoy your journey, but you're always welcome, okay? Big hugs. Now, that's the end of those kind of readings. Now let's do the bonus, okay, peoples? I'm gonna get out our deck, see what kind of deck we have today. From the bag. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Spirit Warrior deck. For this special occasion, this bonus reading is for any kind of leader. Leader of your own life, your tribe, your community, your country. If you're a spiritual leader, if you're a single parent, you get what I mean? Any kind of leader. So let's do the dang thing. 2 shuffles. Let's ask the question, my dear leaders. Please give me 1 card to divinely guide leaders needing to move forward from any given situation they're here. Watching this at any time. You got nourishment of the soul. Yippee! Not bad. I got channeled in guidance only. So you know what that means, my dear leaders. You sit back and relax. If you fall asleep, it's all right. Not a big deal. You're just doing what needs to happen to rest yourself. And there's nothing bad about that at all. Just make sure you start from the beginning of this, because if you do it in parts, you are going to be so confused, okay? From beginning to end is required for this. Please and thank you. You can close your eyes while you are listening to this, or have your eyes open. I don't care. You can even do a funny face. I won't even see it, but it'd be funny, right? Something nourishing to the soul, right? And I'll be giving you the spiritual guidance to nourishment of the soul. Oh, and cheers, my dear leaders, and good morning. Clink. Here's the first message, and then the spiritual guidance. You are granted the gifts of fertility, creativity, and earthly abundance, my dear leaders, to support all needs for nourishing of the body, mind, and soul, and to live your life fully and be capable of manifesting your divine purpose. Give yourself permission to be nourished. This includes your body and also providing your heart, your mind, your soul with what they are hungry for: meaning, sweetness, divine love, and permission to be authentic. So when you feed yourself, my dear leaders, that which is truly nourishing to you, wisely and generously, you shall become one who can also feed the world that for which it hungers for, truly hungers for, okay, my dear leaders? So here's your spiritual guidance. So many human beings around the world suffer from undernourishment on a physical, emotional, and psychological levels. Being fed more of what you don't need cannot satisfy hunger. The cells and the souls cry out for what will truly save them from starvation. Now, the quest of the profound vitalization, and satisfaction experience of genuine spiritual presence is part of this. Pacha, karm, karma, karma Q, Pacha karma Q, my dear leaders, is known as the father of the worlds in the Peruvian 𝐖ᴇʟᴏᴍᴇ culture, which proceed in the Inca tradition. He is the provider of the gift of agriculture. Part of his mystic story is that in creating the first man and woman, he forgot to create food for them also. So when the man died, the woman cursed Pacha Karmaku, accusing him of neglect. In response, the god made her fertile. At a symbolic level, this story tells of a need of sacred rage towards neglect and creative resourcefulness that we can generate only when we get angry enough to demand healing change. So food is a matter of spiritual importance, my dear leaders. Without proper nourishment, which heals the body, illuminates and informs the mind, and purifies the soul, we undermine a healthy relationship between the spirit in the mind and the body. Now, if the body is out of balance and the mind is filled with fear, then the attempts of the spirit is to move your life in the correct direction will be met with resistance, anger, and defensiveness. Denying the need of the body out of a misplaced sense of spiritual consciousness is not going to further our spiritual cause in this world. So, my dear leaders, your sacred companions for your spirit this lifetime, your body, your mind, and your soul cannot fulfill their parts of your divine destiny if they are not properly nourished or nurtured. This requires unlearning the social pressures to dominate the body and mind and to practice guidance and responsiveness that has at its heart discipline, balance with loving relationships. So step by step, my dear leaders, will moderation, there'll be moderation rather than fascism, or by experimenting what suits you rather than what suits another, or ways to work with nourishment wisely. So this may include changing our habits of food consumptions to ethical, organic, or local and sustainable produce as much as we can. It may be about willingness, my dear leaders, to redefine confidence to include that which contributes to health rather than which will save time. It may also include noticing what we consume in form of entertainment and information, and figuring out if it is really helping or hindering our spiritual growth. So true spirituality is joyful and playful. Okay, my dear leader, it is not something boring or Dior. It's certainly not about no longer having any fun, but you will find as your spirit grows more present in your body and mind, it's that your sense of what used to be fun may not be so fun anymore. Especially if you guys used to play certain video games. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Or certain kind of games. Now, you may need something that brings more joy into your heart and your world, my dear leaders. So find what works for you. Can only happen as you begin to listen to your body, to your mind, and your soul. Listening as if your spirit were a caring and wise parent. Studies have shown that cows will naturally gravitate to the healthiest and more nutritious, rich grasses. Nature knows how to nourish and heal itself, my dear leaders. Our bodies can guide us towards what they need for healing, as can our souls. As we recondition ourselves, my dear leaders, to listen rather than demand, we tap into our healing guidance of the divine feminine dwelling within us. What you deprive pleasure from consuming at a physical, emotional, and psychological level will shift as your relationship to yourself changes. Rather than it being an act of will to be healthy, as you move towards what brings you authentic fulfillment, it will begin to feel like an act of pleasure. Then you will be turning nourishment into an act of honoring the gift of your body, your mind, and your soul. Okay? And that's your spiritual guidance. Okay, my dear leaders? Now, if you're wanting to do the spiritual process, my dear leaders, I'm being guided now to do it for some of you that are open to doing it, okay? You can say this following aloud, okay, my dear leaders? From my spirit, I say this truth. I am grateful for the gift of this mind, body, and soul, which allow my spirit to experience the gift of a human life. May I be assisted in all ways to discover the best and most beautiful ways to nurture all aspects of myself. May that inner nurturing flow into all aspects of my life, helping to nurture all of life around me through divine wisdom and grace. May all beings be fed with what is truly needed through divine grace and courageousness, wise use of our own free will as human beings. So be it. So, my dear leaders, place your hands in a prayer at your heart. And you finish the spiritual process of healing if you needed it. Big hugs, my dear leaders. That is the reading. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you hadn't already, but also please enjoy your journey in such a different way now. Okay? So let's do an update on what's going on in my channel and with me. So if you made it this far, yippee! I'll be doing timestamps too at the end of this live. I'll be doing another live today for my classes. Everybody's welcome that does, especially did a tarot class, but today I'm doing the healers class, then psychic, then oracle, then mixed with tarot and oracle readers. This is only to give you the upgrades that you need, and then more classes in October. So you're getting the heads up in regards to this live for it. I've been posting on my community tab when those classes are. If you're subscribed, then you already know and you're raring to go. Give you more of a heads up in these classes. If you need your journal, please bring it. You'll get any kind of inspiration from it. Okay. Anything else? I'm excited about doing it because with the healers class, it's any kind of healer. Okay, I mean like doctor, nurse, psychologist, counselor, any kind of healer. There's so many different kinds. This is why I do those kind of classes. So it's opening up to everybody, okay? Along with different psychics, different so that's going to be fun to do. I think it's going to be live today on August 7th at 5:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. I also will have another live. I always have my lives here for everybody else on Thursdays and Saturdays at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I am doing it early. Just seems reasonable because people watch me in different time zones. So whenever you watch my lives, they'll be correct, okay? Doesn't have to be a set time. But I do enjoy that you guys watch my channel and get what you need out of my lives. That way you're moving forward. So that's my intention, not to keep you stuck, but for you to move forward and enjoying the journey. Even getting through some blockages and stuff, you know? I'm going to drink some more of my coffee, so cheers. What am I doing in my life? Very patient in my love life. Things are going great with that, being single. Spending some time doing game nights and stuff with my daughter. She's 15 and it's been really cool. Doing some computer games to even going into doing board games and stuff like that. Getting so excited. I think it's on August 17th, 2025 when the Alien Earth is going to be coming out. Okay. It's going to be a series versus the movies and stuff. And if you gave all the Alien movies a shot, you're doing great. Now, if you've done all that stuff, then go into the Predator movies because they both link up. Because if you've ever went into reading any of the comic books or books regards to Alien and Predators, there's a reason why they're linked up because some gnarly stuff, and I can't give it all away because I talk to so many different people that are geeky, alien geeks about it and predator geeks, where I was just like, I had to, because at the time I didn't have the money and I was like my early 20s and I was getting knee deep into the whole Alien series and Predator. I first got into it. It was first seeing the Predator movies, then the Aliens, and then my sister from another mister was more into the Aliens, so I got to see all that series. And then I started binge watching it years later with me and my daughter, and now she's into it. So we're actually really excited about the new stuff. And it's pretty crazy that an android is what made the aliens. Spoiler alert! Oh God! Oh, little tear. I love being playful too. So yeah, if you're like into the Alien series, you're really like the movies. You're gonna. I'm hoping that they don't screw the thing up because everybody and their mama has been waiting for the Aliens TV series, and that's all we need is for the writers to be going all ham and crazy with the new Alien series. Okay, so about it, right? Anything else going on in my life? Still wildly connected to my community. Love the fact that I have some really great neighbors, some silly neighbors. My garden is great. Sunflowers are about to bloom, at least one. And then what else has been going on? Making sure my computer's all updated and stuff since I got a new one. Anything else going on? Making sure I'm connected with family, friends, doing the checkup every once in a while, and trying to spend time for myself. That hasn't been too bad because I've been getting a lot of rest. And also reading my shamanic book is learning different stages of the three selves. And I there's this one book. I don't know if it's Gurdjieff in that, but it was this a guy into psychology, and he was talking to a yogi master about the mechanisms of the mind, body, and spirit, and how those things are. And trying to find a copy on it because it goes knee deep in how he explains um, the self in such a different perspective. It may be dry to people, but it took me some time to digest when I first stumbled across it when I was in Arizona. We're doing awaken night shifts. I wanted to start nourishing myself by seeing things from a different perspective from a yogi master. So it was pretty cool. And seeing the mind and body and spirit in such a different way. So this is why I'm looking in more into shaman right now. And then I'm going to do some more deep dive on certain books to get them ordered in from my library so I can do some more comparison because shamanism is quite different, not too different from more of a yogi standpoint. But man, does occultism really get it really transformed through time. I can tell you that. And I'm glad that there's more open mindedness in regards to spirituality and how different that looks, you know? Because I noticed with spirituality, back in the day, it's like you were like crucified if you even perform any kind of rituals. And if you did perform rituals, it had to be a certain way that would consider to be not to be look like as something dark, you know. And you would get burned at the stake if you did something that was beyond what the community saw as being normal and not normal, you know. So it's kind of nice to see the evolution that's been happening in communities in regards to rituals and magic, and also how to heal a person in different ways, including medicine, Because if you really think about it, if vaccinations and certain medications were, you know, introduced to a person back in the day of like the 1600s and stuff, they would look at you and be like, what kind of witchcraft is this? So, and also in regards to mental health was quite different too back in the day. Now they use more medication to, what's the word? I hate to use this word, but this is what's I'm being guided to say, like immobilize a person versus them being put into like a cage and all that and all this other stuff. There's some gnarly stuff they did in the 18th century and stuff, especially to people that were considered mentally ill. This is why a lot of shamanism and shamans and stuff did in the past different rituals in order to help people heal in the mind, body, and spirit. And the interesting part is that they didn't do one process. This was undergoing multiple healing processes in order to strip away the conditioning that was going on in the mind and body and spirit of whatever trauma that was making the person going into loops. Because you have to admit that, we see, feel, and everything with our eyes, and this is why perspective needs to change in order for there to be growth and expansion on a soul level. Because if there isn't, the person would be stuck in that loop. So I talk about these things because, well, it's interesting to me. Some people find it interesting too. And I don't mind having those kind of conversations, right? Hi there, Eileen or Aylin. Glad you can join me. So, I got some more work that I have to do to get some resource packets out so they can get passed around in my community, at least more updated resources. If you want to know how I feel about vaccinations, use your free will. Vaccination is a free will choice. Some people are able to do it and some people are not. I just happen to be one of those people that's not able to do it because I have an autoimmune disease. Well, a couple actually, because of my Hashimoto's disease. And I'm not against anybody who wants to do it or not. I'm just saying, just know your options, know before you do that. Because some people go without being diagnosed with an autoimmune disease until later on in life. So if they're doing all these vaccinations, that can really mess up their progress moving forward. They should make it more easier, more easier. They should make it easier for people to have that test, at least when they hit 1 year, to see whether or not they should go into the whole vaccinations. Because if I would have had that choice at 1, I would have want my parents to not get me vaccinated at all. Because with me having that autoimmune disease and it being genetic, it can cause more of an issue than something better. So with that extra information, it can make somebody more decisive if they want to do vaccinations or not. We got to know what goes on in our vaccination shots. We got to make sure that there's no disinformation about it, whether you can take the shot or not. What gets me is the division in it all. I am always going to be the middle person, neutral person, to see both sides and really understand and to say this. These situations cause division for a reason. In order for there to keep on that division, instead of there being an evolution of us being accepting of our choices. Okay? I think that's the hard part, is a lot of people don't want to accept other people's choices and what they want to be put in their body and what they want in their life. And that's going in an evolution in our own community. Okay? We all should be always very mindful that we always have our free will to choose what we need in our life, within our bodies, and stuff like that. So pushing these campaigns for vaccination, non-vaccination kind of stuff, instead of just saying we're going to compromise and do the middle ground. So what does that look like? Both sides, whether it's left, right, or in the middle, coming together and actually evolving from that last state to a new state. And that's what's going to cause more of a transformation in our communities. But what's not is when we're all telling each other we should think about it in such a different way, and not, we're back. Instead of us just saying, hey, we got to do something different because whatever we're doing is not working. The division is not working anymore. Because if we want to lead by example, we got to do something different. And that's what's going to really transform the situation and also in our communities. But until then, it's going to take time. But I know we'll always get there one way or another. And it doesn't matter what we identify as, whether it's a right, a left, a middle. Get what I mean? Male, female. We're all human beings, and that's what the hugest thing we have in common. We're all human beings with a soul. So when we have that, we can move forward without all that bullcrap. Because when we first came into this world, we didn't have all those identities. We were kids wanting to learn about life and to experience what it's like to be a human being. So never lose sight of that. No matter what conditioning, what you go on through life, you can't lose sight of that anymore. Because that's what we usually do. We go too wound up, too forgetting of what we were here to experience, okay? So always remember that you're here to know what it's like to be a human being without all those identities. And then you're going to be free from a lot of crap, especially conditioning. And that's my intention. So you to enjoy the journey, not to suffer, to grow, okay? Fake hugs, viewers. With that being said, you're invited to my next live on Saturday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and watching it whenever you want, okay? No one says you have to get up that early, but it's there if you want it, or whenever you want to watch it, okay? And then I'll be doing another class, I think on Sunday. And I think that is for the psychic class. Anyway, for those spiritual workers out there, you're all invited to my classes having in August. It's a simple playlist on my channel. Along with my other lives, you'll see it, okay? And if you want any more help, there is the community posts where I post music, different kind of movies, and other things to break through in your romantic life, whether you're single or couple, parent, non-parent, human. Very much that's it, okay? Big hugs. Let's do the mantra now. Esitoma 𝐖ᵇʟᴄᴏᴍᴇ Dhammasoma jyotikāmaya Rityorman Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Please take care, everyone. I'll be doing timestamps at the end of this live, okay? Big hugs. See you later. Bye for now.